just as a quick PSA, make sure you stay till after Meet the Artist. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't anyways. But just in case, make sure you are there. We're doing, we've changed the way we do our giveaways. It's no longer comment your favorite favorite card in the section. So make sure you stay and watch the video so you can go over and see the new rules and the way that we do the giveaway.
What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe. Flash.
I'm Darren, and I have an antenna.
I'm Brandon,
Scouter.
and I'm not alone. I
Rangefinder.
am Legion.
I'm Uncle Nasty and... Get over here! You never know what the water can do.
Jeez. I'm just going to take my helmet off now. My goodness, I don't even know what just happened. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay, all right. Well, before we get started, Brandon, are you good?
Brandon, you break it?
You broke?
Yeah, that's not broke. It's just delatched.
Oh, we're good. All right. Before we get started, we want to thank our sponsor. That's RPG, rpghiring.com. If you're looking for a new career, check them out. They're building people, changing lives.
So we're talking about the Mortal Kombat, but not the
You gotta talk with your hands, dude. Talk with
the
your hands.
movie, not the old ones. The movie, not the old ones though. The new one, the one that's coming out in 2021.
Specifically the trailer, I believe.
Yeah, that's all we have right now.
And
Sadly, give us more. We need more.
Do you think we need another trailer?
Yes.
I hope they do not
Yes.
do another trailer.
I don't like it when they do more trailers, man. I really don't. I mean, we're getting a little off subject here, but be honest. Like, if you watch 3 or 4 trailers,
Fair. You already
you
know,
already
the
know
whole
what's going to
plot.
happen.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen so many movies where you see 3 trailers and it's like, well, I know the whole action scene, and guess what?
We know enough.
It was.
A lot of people didn't even know this movie was getting made, and then it's coming out on HBO Max. in
They
April.
just need to tell us if one other character is in it.
No, they don't. It needs to be a surprise, and we need to. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We will.
What needs to happen is they need to just boost the crap out of this trailer everywhere, and just the one trailer. That's it, and that's all you get.
Yeah, people don't do like reaction videos either because it takes away from the trailer.
Right, and we need to get this movie pumped up.
They started making this movie last November with a budget that they got from the Girl Scouts of America off their cookie sales, and we're going to get to see it before we get to see Black Widow.
Or James Bond.
I'm just saying, they've both been pushed back like 12 times. James Bond was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. But thanks to the Girl Scouts,
This is No Time to Die.
we're here. Gabe, all right, buddy. What are we looking forward to, man?
We are looking forward to fights.
Well,
The
yeah,
fights.
that-
I want to see how far they go. I want to see how far they go. They were kind of lacking with martial arts in the originals.
Yeah.
So, and Brandon agrees too. I know because we
Yes,
talked
the
about
original actors, they're cool actors. Most of them were no names. They trained for like 6 weeks or something. A lot of these actors are no names, but they're actual martial
it.
artists.
Trained for years.
That's what they do, right?
Yeah, it's what they do for a living, that's going to be really cool. And then I want to see how far they take it with gore, because in the trailer we see somebody get stabbed through the chest with a sword, and they drag it up to the head.
Is
and
it
just,
PG-13 or is it R?
It's going to have to be R.
It's
It's
gonna
probably
be
going to be R.
It's gonna be R.
But it doesn't show anything other than the blood. So I'm wondering if
Well-
they're actually going to show much.
Well, in the Red Band trailer, Kano actually does rip out a heart, and then says,
But it doesn't show him actually. It doesn't like show him.
Well, he
shove his
drops the
fist.
F-bomb.
Kano wins.
Kano wins. Yeah. Beauty.
And
But-
what else are we looking for here?
Story arcs. I want to see if they keep
Yeah.
their story arcs. If they change them, how much they change them.
So the question is, are they going to do like, so the original movie followed Liu Kang.
Yes,
So
I want to see if
the
he's
original
gonna,
movie was like his whole.
He's the chosen one. He's destined to beat Shao Kahn, stop the merging of Earth Realm and
Everything is pretty
Outworld.
much centered around Liu
Liu
Kang.
Kang.
But it doesn't mean that it can't still be like that.
Right.
It just, we're seeing it from somebody else's point of view.
I think you're right there. I think we may be seeing it from a different point of view, but you still see Liu Kang in the trailer,
Yep.
as well as a bunch more, and we'll get to that in a minute. But
He still has you get to see his ability to rid the dragon.
the dragon, yeah.
So
the
he's
fire and the
still,
dragon,
you
yeah.
know, he's not the chump. He's not a chump Liu Kang.
No,
he's
he's
not at all.
honestly seems
I want to see
better
him
than the original.
bicycle kick somebody.
Oh, yeah.
We have to have the bicycle kick. Yeah, just have him going across.
He has to make the noise.
They need to have one scene where it's just them on the 2D side scroller and he's just going across.
If
Just
you're gonna do that, you have to do Raiden's like.
yeah, yeah. But we'll get to that also later.
Yeah.
So story arcs, I want to see if they keep Kano, because Kano's apparently working with Sonya, which is weird. They're supposed to be enemies, because he's part of like Black Dragon, which is black market deals and
Well, I'll say this,
underworld. And crap.
maybe they still are, but because of the tournament, they have to work together to save Earth.
Or Kano's acting good and then he ends up betraying them. That's what I think will happen.
Right.
Also, I think he's gonna reason, but he betrays
We might
them.
be getting, because check this out. Movie magic, make my head explode. The first movie, where we pick up where how things are going, Jax already has his arms. The only person that you know, like Johnny Cage, is doing his movie star thing, Sonya Blade and all that. But where this movie picks up, we get to see things that we did not get to see. We get to see Scorpion being a real person. We get to see
Becoming Scorpion.
right. We get to see Jax losing his arms. We get backstories that we hadn't got. So maybe somewhere in the beginning, Kano was one of the good guys. Because that's what it never set right with me anyway. That he's from Earthrealm
And wasn't good.
and he wasn't fighting for Earthrealm.
Right.
Like why? You know.
Because he's
He
always fighting
doesn't
as a
have to be
mercenary.
good. He can
He's a
still
mercenary.
be for Earthrealm, but still be bad.
Yeah.
There's bad people on Earth.
Which is
Right.
actually
Right.
kind of funny because in the newest story, which has gone the furthest with most of his story, with the newest games, he's like the mercenary and he just goes wherever the money is. He
Right.
goes,
Soldier of
he ends
fortune.
up living in
Right.
Outworld. Like
Yeah.
living in Outworld, working for, I think, Kodokan too.
So that is what we were looking forward to. What do we expect? I mean, honestly, out of all of us here, what are we expecting out of this movie? Like, what should they have?
I expect Liu Kang to still be the chosen one.
He should be. I don't know who this new Cole character is, and I don't know if anybody knows who this new Cole
I have
character
some
is.
speculation on Cole. If you look closely at the trailer,
Is
he's looking in the
Brandon
mirror.
going to be Nostradamus again in this here? This is obviously before the movie has come out, so will he guess it right?
He's looking in the mirror and he sees Scorpion. So my speculation is Cole is either a reincarnation of Scorpion, because we see Scorpion when he's human and he's obviously not in modern day.
No, it's
Then you
definitely...
see Scorpion fighting people, and then you see Cole looking in the mirror if you slow down the trailer, and he sees Scorpion. Is he Scorpion reincarnated, or is he a descendant of Scorpion and he's going to become somebody else? I have a hard time believing that he's just a random new character.
He's definitely going to be.
I mean, he's a new character. He's Cole, but I feel like he's going to become somebody or is somebody.
Right.
I want him to be Cabal, just because Cabal is cool and I like his story. But I don't think he will be.
we
He's
have
working
a
with
Cabal
Sonya.
confirmed.
Cabal is confirmed, so he
Does
could
it,
be.
do we know who he's confirmed as?
No.
Yes, we do.
Do we have the actor?
Yes, we do.
Oh. I didn't think we did.
We have it. We have it all. Cabal is Daniel Nilsson.
No, I don't think that's him then.
Who's Cole? Louis
Cole
Tan.
Young, Lewis Tan.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess he's not.
Well, we'll figure out who he is regardless.
While I got this out, confirmed characters that we know for a fact are going to be in the movie, Mortal Kombat characters. The new guy, Cole Young, played by Lewis Tan. Sub-Zero, played by Joe Talisman. Scorpion, played by Hiroyuki Sanada.
I'm not going to butcher
Joe Talisman also plays Noob Saibot.
Sonya Blade,
that. Tashlin?
Jessica McNamee, Jax Briggs, McHade Brooks, Kano, Josh Lawson, Raiden, Tadanobu Asano, Liu Kang, Ludi Lin, Shang Tsung, Chin Han, Kung Lao, Max Hung, Cabal, Daniel Nilsson, Milena, CC Stringer, and Natara Elisa Caldwell. Those are the characters that we have, and of course Goro will be CGI'd.
Yeah, but he'll probably be voiced by somebody.
Yeah.
That's the one
But
thing
there's
I
a few
wonder.
unnamed.
That's what I wonder is that Goro, like who's the voice? Because that's important. If you've seen the original movie, I really like the voice actor who did that Goro. It might be too over the top for this movie because it's more serious, but I would like to see something to that effect. I wouldn't mind seeing some throwbacks just to the old movie because it was a very successful movie for its time. The second one was terrible, but I would like to see some sort of like Easter egg, like hey, this throwback to. As long as it's not like Johnny Cage is dead.
So, a few more things we expect out of it is some classic moves.
Like the get over here, the spear, or I want to see the ice ball. I want to see Sub-Zero ice ball somebody and they just become frozen. Just
Liu Kang's bicycle kick and his the dragon that he shoots out of his hands.
Raiden with any kind of
Literal
electrical.
Raiden, Raiden. Specifically the one where he turns sideways and he flies at you like this. And he's like, come on, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. I love that Raiden. You probably hear some noise where I'm messing with my mic here. I'll slap the table a few more times too.
In the trailer, we get a glimpse of Cole, and he looks like he's wearing some type of armor as well. Like he's more muscular. Like if you look at the trailer in the two little scenes where it kind of shows him and he's in the background, it looks like he has some type of armor or some type of stuff on. Or maybe that was Cabal in the background.
No, maybe Cole turns into Cabal.
you never know.
He's verified on here as another actor.
Well, maybe that could be the person that's actually doing it in the mask, and then he can
Maybe
be
he's
playing
the other guy.
face.
What's the other guy? Not Cabal, the other one?
Striker?
Maybe. No.
Not Striker.
I was pretty accurate on the whole WandaVision thing. I'm going to jump out on the limb here, and I'm going to say that I have about 70% spider feelings. That Brandon's probably right about him being some type of descendant that has to do with Scorpion.
Seeing Scorpion in the mirror, I'm sure you're right.
Probably. Scorpion probably ends up dying from, honestly, here's a cool theory. There's a fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but Scorpion, whenever it's back in time where he's Hanzo Hasashi, his actual self, it's a very good chance that he ends up fighting Bihan, which is the first Sub-Zero. He dies. Somehow that Sub-Zero also dies. They both end up in the Nether Realm, and they both come back as Scorpion instead of Hanzo Hasashi, and Noob Saibot instead of Sub-Zero. And then we end up seeing the modern-day Sub-Zero as Bihan's brother, which is how it played out in the old one, or in the old movie, and it plays out in the games like that.
It's
too.
getting deep. It's getting deep over here.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong. It could go several ways. It could.
If he becomes Scorpion, though, we need to see a Quan Chi also.
Yeah, we do need to see a Quan Chi.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense because it's not just his Revenant thing. He got it from Quan Chi.
These clans or whatever wouldn't. If Mortal Kombat's coming back around, wouldn't it be possible that that Cole is the, who Scorpion was when he was still alive, is his role? You know what I'm saying? Just in this day and age, and that's where that mark comes from.
Reincarnation of him or something.
Yeah.
Like Ghost Rider, but
I hate to say he's reincarnated Scorpion, but
he's like Ghost Rider.
His role.
He's like Ghost Rider. Like we deem you with the Scorpion.
He takes up the mantle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what?
What are we hoping they don't screw up?
I was about to say that, Brandon.
Okay.
Character arcs.
Yeah. What do you explain that to them?
I don't want them to mess up Kano's leg. I want him to still be part of the Black Dragon, which was originally the Red Dragon, which is underworld, black market trade deals, mercenary,
It's just a real bad dude.
there to make money doesn't care to get his hands dirty.
He's literally the bad guy in Commando.
Yes.
I kinda-
Bennett. He is Bennett.
Is it bad? I kind of want him to say, hello, baby.
Yeah. Were you thinking that too?
Yeah.
I don't want them to mess up the Chosen One arc with Liu Kang.
Yeah, I definitely think Liu Kang needs to be the chosen one. I mean, he was, and that Liu Kang was what the whole Mortal Kombat was about in the first place.
Well, we know Cole is being sold as the chosen whatever,
or the main character.
right? And that's the one. That's my one thing is I'm okay with the new guy having a new point of view to follow because he's new to it, just like we're new to it as viewers. So it's good movie storytelling because as he learns, we learn.
Yeah.
So it's good because he's not in the know, but he's getting thrown into it, and we're following along with him. So as he learns things, we learn things with him. But I'm not okay if they make him
The chosen one.
well, like the main. Now I'm not gonna say he's not the main character, but you can be the main character in a movie, I guess, without trying to steal the spotlight. Like
Right.
you're watching from the sideline, watching Liu Kang do all these things that you can't believe that he's able to do.
Because
You know what
I mean, Liu Kang. If you look in the show, it's like Liu Kang already knows he's doing all this stuff, but like Cole is like, I've got this weird birthmark that's a dragon. How do you just have a weird, He's like learning all these things and like, no, dude, you're about to fight in Mortal Kombat. But like Liu Kang already knows what he's doing, so I'm
He's
there
been
with
training
you.
for his whole life.
Right, I'm there with you. I think that like it should be like Cole is our point of view to become who watching Liu Kang do his thing, and then maybe Cole turns into somebody cool like Smoke.
Well, I'll say this.
That could be cool.
What are some wish list characters that you guys would like to see that haven't been confirmed, but that you would like to
Wait,
see? in the movie?
before we do that, let's talk about who has been confirmed.
Well, we did confirm it in earlier.
Yeah, but there's been someone here that have not been talked about yet. So so first off, Shang Tsung. We did talk about that one. I'm hoping Shang Tsung says your soul is mine. If he doesn't, I'm going to be disappointed. Sub-Zero obviously has been confirmed. Noob Saibot.
He is confirmed.
He's confirmed in the. Was he confirmed in the?
He's not in the trailer. If you look it up, he is confirmed as in the cast. The same person that's playing Sub-Zero is playing Noob Saibot.
Which means that he dies and comes back as Noob Saibot.
That's pretty cool. That's in a movie.
Going off of what Gabe said. Sonya Blade is obviously in there. Jax is in there. Melina was in there. Scorpion. Liu Kang, we saw him. We saw Raiden. Kano. Kung Lao. Goro. Which one was... who has the hat? Is that Kung Lao? That's Kung Lao. That's right.
What would be cool... Spoiler for Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Kung Lao is true.
Kung Lao, in the end, they set it up for the next game where Kung Lao is the champion and Liu Kang is Lord Raiden now. He has Raiden's
that'd
powers.
be cool.
Oh,
Now,
that's what it is.
It won't have that's literally what it is. His name is Fire God Liu Kang.
Oh, cool.
Oh
and
yeah, dude. It's he
now,
goes Super Saiyan.
I don't want them to immediately have that in this.
No, it needs to set up for a second movie
It'd
or
be
something.
cool
Third movie.
if Kung Lao ends up becoming being the chosen one, and not just the arrogant best friend of the chosen one. So
another thing is it wasn't confirmed, but if you watch the trailer, somebody obviously comes down and takes steps. Like you see his leg
they're
come down.
invisible.
Yeah, invisible, but it comes down, and that could either be Smoke or Noob Saibot. But then somebody
Reptile.
the next Reptile, or the
Chameleon.
next
Or
literal
Chameleon.
scene, you see somebody stepping out of smoke, which would to me looks like
it
smoke.
looks like smoke, but it also could be a Noob Saibot portal. It could just be the effects that they're doing it with.
See, if oh boy is Chameleon, it explains a few things that we've saw because Chameleon.
You talking about Cole?
Yeah, if he's Chameleon, if that's who they try to give him the role as Chameleon, that name comes from he can mimic Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Smoke. Their abilities, he can do them as well. So he looks, he's in the ninja whole get up thing, but that's his deal. Chameleon, he can mimic their abilities.
Maybe that was him looking in the mirror. He could be Scorpion or something. I don't know. What so Brandon, like you were saying, some hopes of some characters that we want to see in the movie that have not been confirmed.
Johnny Cage.
We want Johnny Cage. We want Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Everybody wants Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, yeah. Brandon, who do you want to be Johnny Cage? Because it wasn't in the trailer and it hadn't been confirmed.
Robert Pattinson.
Johnny
Pattinson.
Battinson?
I'm trying to think of his name now.
Who do you want to be Johnny Cage?
Brie Larson.
Or?
Sam Elliott.
I'm there with you. Sam Elliott. Johnny Cage.
William Dafoe.
Oh.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh. I feel like saying somebody serious, but now I'm at crossroads. Should I just
Now this is serious.
should I just make somebody up now? I mean,
William Dafoe.
I came up with this too quick too. Sam Elliott.
William Dafoe. Okay, all right.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Yeah, I don't even know what to say now.
Bruce Campbell.
With the bowl cut.
Bruce Campbell. Yeah, Bruce Campbell. Let's go.
I did say Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, he's too short though. Oh man.
But he would fit the sunglasses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ryan Reynolds would be okay. I mean,
He would
his
just be
attitude.
Deadpool. He would
The
just be
attitude.
Deadpool.
He could break the fourth wall.
He would look at the camera and be like,
Maybe we want Deadpool to be in it. All right. Well, I want to see Reptile, and I think we might see Reptile in the trailer because somebody.
Baraka.
So, well, if you remember,
I want to see Baraka.
back in the trailer, there's a scene where it's red and there's a reptile-looking dude. Obviously, Reptile is a ninja, but I want to see Reptile in the show.
I mean, no, in one of the movies, he was literally just a lizard.
Yeah, he was.
Which that was kind of
Which was kind of dumb.
That was
I do want to see Baraka in it as well. I think because it looks like in the trailer, the very first, there's a what species or whatever is Baraka?
Tarkatan.
Tarkatan. There looks to be a Tarkatan dude.
There's a stained glass looking thing. And
It looks like a
it
champion,
looks like,
which
yeah,
was Tarkatan.
one of the champions of the tournament, which looks like a Tarkatan.
We see a statue of Shao Kahn. So Shao Kahn is
He
obviously
exists
in the universe, and he exists, but
there's no confirmation that he's
right, but
actually.
he probably is there. Who
We'll
like him.
I believe we'll see him though because in part of the
I
trailer,
believe he's going to be in the next movie,
like
or
Netherrealm, Underworld. You know,
obviously he has to be
well,
there.
when they show who is that in the trailer, we just watched it again. But they're standing there by themselves out there in the world. But they would. I don't think they would be there if they're not going to have Shao Kahn in the movie.
Shao Kahn has to be there. Rain. I forgot about Rain.
Rain would be a cool addition.
I forgot about Rain.
I don't think he'd be in this one. I don't think you'd have Rain or Shiva in this one. Shiva's a maybe, but I think those would be in a sequel where you're actually in Outworld.
Who's the chick who like screams and it's like?
It's Shao Kahn's wife. She dies and becomes a revenant in one of the games. Sindel.
Yeah, Sindel.
She has the weird hair whip stuff.
No, I thought there was someone else that screamed or like that.
No, she wears purple and she whips her hair with the black and white like Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay.
And screams.
I'm convinced since you played a Mortal Kombat.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I might have played one of his, but like I
asked him if he wanted to play the beta of Mortal Kombat 11. He was like,
The last two storylines.
The last two I really got into. I killed it on Shaolin Monks, Armageddon, and the one after Armageddon. And then I played the one before Shaolin Monks, which was the one where Liu Kang died. And he was like zombie Liu Kang.
Oh, by the way, in Mortal Kombat 11, they actually connect all of the games. They're all existing.
It's good.
Which one was the one before, essentially before Armageddon? Because Shaolin Monks was like a 3D one. Like you actually went
The
around.
Sub-Zero standalone game.
No, that was Shaolin Monks. That one's fun, but you don't play as anybody. You play as just like just a ninja.
Yeah.
Which one's the one before? I don't remember. Maybe we'll think about it. Gabe, you asked us something earlier. What was it?
What's your favorite fatality or brutality?
Well, while I'm on the subject of Liu Kang being a zombie, I don't know if you guys played that one or not, but he, when you kill somebody or you go to do a fatality or whatever, he like turns into this ghost thing and goes in their body, and then he like the guy's like ooh, and he goes, and like punches himself in the head and blows her head up, and it's Liu Kang, and he's like, it's like their body's standing, but it's his head. So I always like that one.
Now that I think about it, I have two. I loved the babalities from Mortal Kombat 9. Those were
We turn
hilarious.
people into babies.
Yeah. Where, Scarlet would be a cool one. And Jade.
Jade's the one I was thinking about earlier.
You were thinking about Jade, she doesn't scream.
What does she do?
She has the staff and she has like the purple magic stuff that like just
Maybe
makes
that
her
was it.
stronger.
Okay, maybe that was it. I've seen a Jade too, though.
Scarlet's the one that drinks blood. has a glass of blood instead. It's weird.
Okay.
Kratos like
But
tries to throw
that's
his.
way out of the way. That's not
stuff,
even a
but-
part of it. They're just talking about add-ons now.
Kratos is one of the DLC characters in Mortal Kombat 9.
It's still fatality.
It's
Which
still
one's
a
your
fatality.
favorite, Chris?
I'm old school, man. I like Scorpion's the very first fatality where he pulls his mask off and you get to see he has a skull under there and he. Toasty.
Yeah. Toasty.
Hellflame. Yeah.
Brandon, what you got?
Anything with Raiden or Kano. I mean, I also just like the standard, just punch them and they hit the spikes.
Yeah.
Brutality was when they brought in the brutality and it was like basically a gnarly series of combos that got the kill. That was, I mean, fatality was good enough, for a game like that, but to add in brutality, that was kind of.
I like the classic where they, instead of like the last hit's an uppercut, it's a brutality, and instead of it, you actually punching, you just grab them by the throat and in one swoop just rip their head off.
Holding spinal cord and everything.
I've always liked the one. Yeah, I always like the one where Sub-Zero like freezes them and just like reaches in their back and pulls grabs their spine. It's just like. But that was off the old one.
Predator.
Yeah, Predator stuff.
You pull a Predator.
Literally. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not familiar with the newer games. I love Shaolin Monks and Armageddon was a lot of fun, but it's been a while. I might have jumped on with Gabe and like fought a match and lost. I'm not about this life, losing.
Jordy, I'm still waiting on that rematch.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what we are almost as excited about as we are with this Mortal Kombat movie?
What's up?
We are going back to some more cons.
Comic-Con's coming up. We got the PokeCon in Texas. That's in Frisco, Texas. That's March 12th through the 14th. We have the Gulf Coast Collectors Convention. That's in Houston, Texas, March 20th through the 21st. So we'll be at PokeCon in Frisco one weekend, and the next weekend we'll be in Houston at the Gulf Coast, the 20th through the 21st. And then Cowtown Comic-Con is coming up June 19th through the 20th in Hurst, Texas. That is in Dallas as well, or right in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Shout out Pastime Comics and Collectibles. Chris Hayes and all you fellas. We love you guys.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
the Cowtown Boys.
That's right. Yeah.
The Cowtown Boys.
The Cowtown Boys. We have some more a little bit later in the year, but we're not going to announce those yet just to make sure that they're still smooth. So be looking forward to those later in the year. Yeah, man. What's up? You guys have any other announcements before we go to the Meet the Artist?
No.
Gabe, do you want to meet the artist?
Let's do the giveaway first.
Oh, that's right. Giveaways.
Let's announce some winners.
Gabe, find us a winner, man.
Fight.
Flawless victory. I wasn't as good as the other time. It doesn't matter. Anyway, congratulations to the winners right here.
Email us at gabescave13@gmail.com to claim your winnings.
Make sure that you do email because we don't want to forget you and we don't want you to get forgotten. And we want you to win these awesome cards from my boy Chris Collier from last week because these are sick, man. Sick. I mean, Jack Sparrow and everything else. Yeah. Email us.
You can't have Jack Sparrow, that's mine now.
Email us, man. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. And the loot box winner, don't forget. I mean, you're awesome too. You're gonna get a really sick loot box.
Sick.
Maybe in the loot box you're gonna find something that
Radical.
will test your might.
Yeah, maybe. Not like Gabe. We may put Gabe in there.
I hated that.
Test.
He's gonna pop out and
I
go,
got to the last.
What was it?
I got to the last level on 10.
Anyways,
And it
more
burned a
lumber
hole
is
in my
required.
and
Yeah.
smashing the button. Yeah.
There's a trick. You literally just sit there and just rub across all the buttons on the controller.
Yeah.
Burned a hole in my hand.
I remember you ruined a joystick doing that.
I just beat my head against it.
Anyways,
No, somebody threw a controller
let's
in
meet the
the
artist this
controller.
week. We're here with Alex Mines today. We have a few questions for him, interview style, like you guys have seen before. So we'll just go ahead and start it off. First off, hey Alex, how are you?
Hey Darren, all good, thanks. Yourself?
Good. Hoping the video quality is not too bad today. So, first question here is: if peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
That's thrown me. Nutty spread.
Nutty spread. All right. All right.
That's
Well,
a total curveball then. I expected a
point.
card question.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did you start in the comic artist industry or art industry?
It was well, I always loved drawing since being a child, you know, and I drew loads through high school. But then real world jobs, family, everything came along, and it sort of went on the back burner till about maybe 6 years ago. And my wife sort of pushed me back into it, so I was drawing for myself. And then through the wonders of Facebook, I became sort of friends with a few UK artists, and some of them were involved in sketch cards, working for the likes of Topps, doing the Star Wars cards and so on. So I did a few samples, sent some work off, you know, and from that then it sort of developed. So on the back of that then, since that point, I've illustrated a few small press comics, UK-based ones, one or two in Australia. Obviously been working predominantly on sketch cards, and besides that I do a lot of fan art as well. But it's grown really from 6 years ago, being, you know, just a small hobby and you know, a little sideline, and now I'm trying to, you know, fit it around my day job, because it is, you know, it's become a huge part of my life, and a part which I love, to be honest with you.
Right. And I actually have a few of your pieces as well. I think I pulled one out of a Topps pack myself, and then I bought one from you before I ever knew that you were going to be a Gabe's Cave artist, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I do thoroughly enjoy your work. I'll have to get some more. I have to get some more here soon. And what are the so? But this is not the question here. This is my own question. What are some of the latest top sets you have worked on for Star Wars?
So due to work commitments, I wasn't able to work on the Masterworks and Mandalorian sets that just came out. But I have got cards included on the Holocron set, which is, I think, been delayed till next week now. It was due out tomorrow, but I think it's been delayed till the 30th at this moment. So that's the top Star Wars Holocron set, and I did 30 cards for that set. And I tried something a bit different with those as well, because a lot of those are now hand painted. So I'm experimenting with acrylics and watercolor paint. So sort of developed my arts, right, like the 5 years, my arts developed constantly. So a lot of my cards are Copic markers and pencils, but these ones I've started using paint as a different medium, and I've got some really good results, I think. So I'll be glad to share those next week once I'm allowed to. I'll be sharing those across my Facebook, so you can all see.
And I will certainly be looking forward to that. So you kind of answered it there, but what medium do you prefer using? Which is your favorite?
So my go-to medium will usually be fine line markers, then Copic markers, which are Japanese alcohol markers for colors, and then I'll usually use Faber-Castell pencils, just for adding detail and highlights on top of the markers. And that's probably my standard for, you know, my larger pieces and sketch cards. Then I say I've just recently experimented with using acrylics. I'm not competent yet, but it's good fun trying something new. And occasionally I use watercolor, but it all depends on the card stock. So the sketch cards we're supplied, they can vary massively in quality, you know, from being paper thin, you know, or being not able to take certain mediums to, you know, it's a massive range, you know, wide range. Some of them have appealed to me before when colouring them. So a lot of times you've got to adjust what I use to suit the sketch cards supplied. Luckily, you supply good ones, so I have no issues there.
Right. And I think actually for the next set, we're going to try to go with an even better set of cards was the plan. And because the first one, the first set kind of bled through a little bit, and we've got on the back of these here that everybody's seen, or everybody can see now on these here. The backs of them are, I don't even know what you would call it, but they're not like just card all the way through. They've got like, so they don't bleed.
Yeah, bleed through's a common. I wouldn't say an issue. Is a common. Is it, just part and parcel of sketch cards? I think across all the manufacturers, all the ranges. And let's say the heavy duty card stock like Masterworks, you'll always get some degree of bleed through, especially depending how heavy you lay down the colours. You will get that, and collectors accept that. It doesn't deter collectors. It doesn't put them off. It's an accepted part of the sketch card industry. There will be bleed through, and
I'm okay with it. I'm here for the art, and not necessarily I'm not trying to collect a certain artist because it's worth more money. I just collect it because I like the art, and I like Star Wars, or I like Marvel, or whatever it is. Me personally. So bleed through doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But we did grab these higher quality cards for Series 2. I don't think because of bleed through, just because they look nicer. But we'll start off here and talk about some of your cards here that I have, and we'll start off with, I want to say this is Agent Smith. I don't know if you can see that from The Matrix. Is that Agent Smith?
Yeah, one of my favourite movies of all time. So on Gabe's Cave Series 1, I did a lot of TV monster sci-fi type things, but then obviously I did a bit of a range of everything. But then I did iconic movie characters on Series 2. So obviously there's a little bit of everything there. There's Agent Smith. There was a Neo, I believe.
Neo's next, right here. Right there, Neo is next.
Yeah, a lot of my favourite movies, a lot of the iconic characters. I'm not seeing the camera view of the cards at the moment, but
right, you can't see. That's the bad thing, because you're on my computer here. You can't see the camera view, so we're just gonna kind of talk about them while we go through here. Next we have Boba Fett. What's that now?
My favourite Star Wars character. Yeah, I remember the cards well, so I don't need to see them.
Yeah, Boba Fett. Fantastic. I love him. I would say one of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time as a whole as well, and I love seeing everybody's different take on Boba Fett. And this one is that's money.
Especially with Mandalorian going on, it's it's very interesting.
For sure. And like I said, just in general, that I don't know if it's the background. A lot of people don't do like a lot of background work. They're just kind of the card and either black background or whatever. But I don't know if it's like just the background or what. Just that one's just awesome. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. I do try and give a little bit of character to the background to make, put them in a situation, whether it's a night sky, a storm, just something.
Right. And next we have, I'm going to do our sideways cards here. We have ourselves an alien and, can't think of what her name was. What's her name?
Was that Ripley at the end?
I didn't hear you. What was that?
Was that the card with Ripley? Was it the alien?
Ripley, yeah, alien and Ripley. Yep, Ripley. That's it. I could not think of Ripley. I don't know why.
Obviously, it's from Alien 3. Is Alien 3 that shot? I think.
I don't remember.
Not
it's
the best
been a while since I've seen them. I love those movies. Yeah, I love those movies, but and like you said, these are all like cool shots of some famous characters here. So next we have a very famous one. We have ourselves the Iron Giant. And that is a very cool Iron Giant card. I like that one a lot.
Again, classic movie, and a great character, great design on it. So I've never actually drawn him before, so I had the ideal opportunity to do that this time. Right.
And we have ourselves next here is a Baby Groot.
Yeah, who doesn't love Baby Groot?
Absolutely. I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
We have ourselves a Spock Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
The classic.
Again, it's not all Star Wars. Star Trek exists as well. I do love Star Trek.
I do too.
Nimoy.
Yeah, I really do.
Classic.
Yeah, not a lot of people do Star Trek for us, and if they do, it always seems to be a Kirk or Spock. So. We have a fantastic Judge Dredd here, and that looks like that is actually from the newer movie. That's Oh man, what is his name?
Carl Urban, isn't it?
Carl Urban. That's right, Carl Urban. Yep. I don't know. I couldn't think of that one, but
Yeah.
you could tell from the chin. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. I love that movie.
Being based in the UK and Judge Dredd being based in the UK comic 2000 AD, I read that from childhood. So he's always been one of my favorite characters. And out of the two movies, the Stallone one, yeah, not the best, but the Urban one I absolutely loved. So
How did you feel about the Urban one versus the original?
The original one, the design of the original was amazing. The set design, the production of it, everything was amazing. They had the likeness of Mega City one down to a T. But the story and Stallone sucked.
Yeah, I really
just didn't
liked. I just liked the action and Carl Urban's part. He did a very good job at it.
Yeah, say Carl Urban in the new one. I just love it. I think he made Dredd, and I hope he comes back for another one. Like the original one with Stallone, say apart from set design and all that, not a lot else appealed to me. I remember at the time, very disappointed.
I liked them both.
They
I'm not
did
going to say I didn't like them both, but I do think I like Carl Urban's better.
Yeah, I prefer Carl Urban's. Yes.
Next here we have a RoboCop, and I want to say that's part of the newer one, right? Or is it the old original? Is that the original?
It's the old
That's
original one.
That is the old original one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, his face.
Peter Weller, the actor, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't care for the new one. I like the original better.
Yeah, that was a brilliant film, brilliant movie.
Next, we have a Mars Attacks. I've never seen this, but I do know what it is, and it's funny that they actually have a line of sketch cards for this. And I have looked into them. What's that now?
I say they go for quite a few years. Mars Attack sketch cards. I think they're
Yep.
Topps product. Never been a part of it, but they've had quite a few sets out over the years, I believe.
Yes, I think they've had several series of it for sure. Next year we have what I think is Akira, right?
Correct. There's I'm trying to remember now. It's Tetsuo from Akira when he starts mutating.
I've never
So,
seen
yes, the
Akira,
robot.
but I do know what it is.
You're missing a classic. It is so
Yeah.
good.
I should watch it then. And next here we have I think is the bad guy from Blade Runner, the original, right? He's hugging the bird. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It was Rutger Hauer, the actor, and he played a character called Roy Batty. And
That's
he gives an iconic speech at that point, and he's holding the dove. And he gives an iconic speech which everyone quotes all the time.
That
Things he sees.
that is a weird movie, man. That is a weird movie.
It is
No-
yeah.
No way
Yeah,
around
exactly.
it. I tried to watch it, and it was just. I watched it through and through, but it was just strange. I did not know what was going on. The second one was good. Story wise, it was a lot better.
I think the first one, it just has iconic design, characters, and it
For sure.
inspired so many movies afterwards, with the gritty future, cityscapes. That was just like,
Right.
set the precedent.
Next, we have E.T., and not a whole lot needs to be said about E.T. He's about as iconic gets for alien movies and alien characters. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't know what E.T. is, and if they don't, then they need to get up from underneath a rock. But that is a fantastic E.T.
Thank you.
Next here we have, is that Shang-Chi? I don't know who this is. No, I just completely butchered that. I don't know who it is. I'm lying to you.
It's Ming the Merciless from Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
The 18th.
I've never seen Flash Gordon. I'll tell you what I do know about
Oh.
Flash Gordon. That Queen did the theme song for it.
Exactly.
I know that.
It's a very
Um,
camp, retro film, but it's such good fun. And that character, Ming the Merciless, he's great. And again, an iconic look. So
Right. And last, but certainly not least, we have ourselves Darth Vader here. One of the most iconic characters of all time in any movie. And
Agreed.
again,
Agreed.
I don't know anybody that doesn't know Darth Vader. So, well, these are the cards here. Lovely cards, fantastic. I don't normally, I wasn't normally going to choose a favorite for season 2, but I think I'm going to, and it probably has to be Dredd, just because you nailed it on his face. The chin.
Thank you.
I knew exactly who it was. I knew it was Carl Urban. Couldn't remember his name because we're on the spot here, but fantastic. We do have a couple more questions here before we go on.
yeah, fire away.
what is your favorite place to be creative?
Due to the setup at my house, it's my dining room table. I don't actually have a studio as such, so all my artwork takes place at the dining room table, and I'll sit there sometimes early morning while the family's asleep or late at night, and I'll just doodle away, sketch away, and have some music playing, and that's where I'm at my most creative at that time. You know, I do all my work at the dining room table. So
Have you good lamp above you and whatnot?
Yeah, I got a little spotlight lamp type thing, you know. So obviously, I can focus on the work, get my laptop set up, and just I sit there and play away for hours, tucked away. Yeah. So no proper studio. So everything I do is drawn on the dining table. All those sketch cards.
Awesome. And what inspired you to make these cards, or create these cards?
As I say, I tried to theme the set. So I said in the first series it was creatures and monsters. I think I had like Freddy Krueger and Pennywise and so on. Then obviously this series I wanted iconic characters, and if there is a series 3 in the future and I'm invited, then I'll probably choose another theme. But I just try and keep themes going, perhaps makes it a little bit more interesting for yourselves and hopefully the collectors and followers of the channel, to see the different characters rather than just being a random selection.
Okay. All right, and last question here. Who is stronger, Superman or the Hulk?
Superman.
I agree. I completely agree. Well, thank you for being on with us today. What is your Instagram, Facebook, anything else people can reach you out by, just so they can hear you say it as well?
Everything can be found at Alex Mines Art, all one word. AlexMinesArt. That's on Facebook and Instagram.
Alex Mines
Feel free
Art.
to come along. Yeah.
Look at these flawless cards by Alex Mines. I'm going to set them out here, and I can't do the poker thing.
He doesn't know cardistry.
Yeah, I don't. They stick to each other. Anyways, these things are fantastic.
Flawless cards, and it will simply be a victory for everyone that wins one.
I think Chris' favorite are here. I'm predicting this.
Mm-hmm.
Because we definitely didn't just redo this whole segment.
Mm-mm.
We're flawless.
It was the
Victory.
first time for everything.
Brandon, what you got, buddy? Which one's your favorite?
I like Ming from Flash.
Gabe, what do you like?
Ripley and Alien.
Ripley. I'm going to have to say my favorite is probably Dredd. That is a sick Dredd with Carl Urban. He nailed that right on point. They're all sick. What'd you say his name was?
Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, that's it. From Blade Runner, which was a weird movie, by the way.
You're weird.
Boba Fett is fantastic. These are good cards. Which is great. I love them. I think I'll take them all and you get nothing. Somebody's phone is on. Please, silence your phones.
Before the movie.
No, not mine. That's you, buddy.
No.
You're not going to silence the phone? All right.
No.
Okay. All right, so if you want to win one of these...
I have to ask you to exit the theater?
If you want to win one of these, make sure you listen up right here. We are changing the way we do our giveaways, and we will have it in the description below. We'll have the link down below. So what we're going to do is we're going to have... Just slide it under the door or something. Just right under the door. Slide it. Slide it under the door.
It's important. It's dominoes.
What?
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 Wait a minute. Hold
I
on.
hope you ordered enough for everybody.
You ordered us Domino's?
Hey.
Gosh.
You ordered us
Did
Domino's?
you get all the dwellers dominoes?
Oh.
Oh, man. All right.
Did you bring
Anyways.
enough for the whole class?
No, I didn't.
You can't have it.
All right. Anyways, so what I was saying is...
Slapping table.
Bam! So, you want to click the link in the bio below. What?
I'm just waiting for you to tell me because I don't know what none of this is.
Jeez, stop cutting me off with your eyes. Click the link in the bio below. It's just going to take you to a quick landing page to our website. You have to do this every single week, and all you do is just put your name, your YouTube username, so we'll know your address, and then just simply the top 3 to 5 cards you like this week. Therefore, we don't miss anybody, and therefore you know, because if you're watching the video, you leave a comment like before down below. You may not watch next week till 3 weeks later because you don't have the bell click. Make sure you click that bell.
It makes it easier for
and
all
it makes
parties
it, yeah,
involved.
for sure, for everybody involved. So next week, on next week's episode, when we announce the winners,
You don't
they're
have
already
to
in the
watch
mail.
it.
They're already in the mail.
We have never in our lives ever ran into more people that are more difficult to give free things to.
Yeah, man, these
We
cards
just-
are worth
we
it.
just
Like
wanna
we
send them to
love
you.
giving you stuff, and we would love it if you keep watching every video. But if you for some odd reason, no idea why you ever would,
Not watch
miss
next week's video.
Yeah, like
mean,
if
look
you
at my
miss a
face.
video, you're still gonna get your card.
Absolutely. So basically, we don't want anybody ever to miss out, and it's not any more complicated or anything. So all you have to do is just click the link in the bio, or not the bio, click the link in the description below. It's just a simple landing page on our website that you just enter your stuff, and we will just run those, run everybody that entered in next week on the video, and that'll be your winners. And they'll already be in the mail. By the time the video uploads, they'll already be packaged up and ready to go. And therefore, we don't have to ask anybody, we don't have to harass anybody. There's no emailing us. You filled it out before, and you're good to go. Super simple. Make sure you read all the rules and everything. Make sure that and I'll say this right here. So make sure that you like the video, you're subscribed, you comment, and you hit the bell at the top to make sure that you watch every week's video.
Nobody has to be hunted down.
Right. No more hunting. We can lay this dude to rest finally.
After the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, after the book. Don't say that. We don't want to. He doesn't need to die.
Mando doesn't get his ship, and Boba Fett stays alive.
That's right. Okay. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the thing. It's not any more complicated. It's just super simple. And everybody gets their cards, and we will have no more leftover cards laying around from people who never responded that are lonely. Everybody gets what they win.
That doesn't mean stop commenting on our YouTube video, because ultimately your likes and your comments on your YouTube video, they tell YouTube that we are better YouTubers than we are, and it goes in their algorithm and they promote.
Gets
the
in our
video.
head, and we have big heads, and we think that we're actually cooler than what we are.
It does. It helps every time that.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Every time somebody comments.
Yeah. Don't stop commenting.
We're cool.
But
Yeah, listen to our rambling.
yeah.
We want when people to go to YouTube and they put in Mortal Kombat in the search, we want our video to be one of the first 5 that they see.
For sure. Number one. We want to be cooler than the trailer. Gabe's Cave rambles about Mortal Kombat. What Mortal Kombat? Anyways, all right. Thanks again to the sponsor, RPGhiring.com. Make sure you check them out. If you're looking for a new career, great people, building people, changing lives.
RPGhiring.com.
Gabe?
Finish him.
I was gonna say nasty wins, but
And he does always.
Ninja finish.
finish you.
Apparently it's pizza time.
Back. Pizza time.